So I just got back from a really, really wonderful date with a seemingly really wonderful man. And he dropped me off. And I come inside and I just start crying. And I'm like, why am I so upset when I just had such a great date with this guy? Like, why am I so upset? And I realize it's because I haven't had a really good date in a long, long time where I genuinely connected with a person, and I'm scared. It's weird. It's like my body and my mind doesn't know how to process it because I'm so used to getting hurt. I've never experienced a good relationship or a healthy relationship. I've always been hurt. And I've been single for so long. More so because I needed to be single. I needed to heal from all of these traumatic, toxic relationships. And I've been praying for this kind of relationship for so long. I met this guy on Hinge months ago and I never gave him the time of day. And after my dad passed last month, I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I know we matched and I know I gave you my number, but I just don't have it in me to date someone seriously right now. And I really never thought that I would talk to him again, but his tenacity, he's just been reaching out and checking on me from time to time, and I would respond days later. And normally any other guy would just stop talking to me, but he didn't. He kept trying. In the last few days, before I even met him, we've been talking on the phone and FaceTiming, and before I even met him, he's been sending me food every day, and he's been sending me flowers and just like really beautiful letters. And I'm like, what's the catch? Like, guys like this don't exist, or do they? Or again, like, what is the catch? Like, I almost feel like it's too good to be true. Like, normal chivalrous things are too good to be true in my eyes. He shows up for the date with another bouquet of flowers and the most thoughtful gift I could have ever asked for. On my Hinge profile, I mentioned how much I love Cinnabons. This guy, even though he was taking me out to dinner, brought me a bouquet of flowers and 2 boxes of Cinnabons from the Cinnabon store because he remembered I said that on my Hinge profile. And I just want to take this time to like normalize for women and men that have been mistreated in the past and have had unhealthy relationships and have been cheated on and hurt. And we've never experienced anything healthy, that when we do experience it, we just don't know what to do with ourselves. And I'm trying so hard to be happy for myself right now. I'm trying so hard to be happy. But all my mind is doing is saying, he's gonna hurt you though. Keep your expectations low. And I hate that. I should be celebrating the fact that I had a lovely date with a lovely man who was so kind to me and so thoughtful and so generous. And here I am on my living room floor crying because I think he's just gonna hurt me. And then there's like the part of me that's like, you don't even deserve this, because I'm so used to being treated otherwise. So I never thought that I deserved this treatment. And now that it's happening, I'm like overwhelmed. If there's anyone else who understands or resonates with this, just know that it's okay to feel all of these feelings, and we do deserve the best. Even though we've never experienced it, we do need to have faith and have hope. God, I'm so scared.
Yeah, very, very heartwarming story. And as touching as her little summary of this guy has been, I know how this ends, right? You can ask a master pickup artist here how this ends. She's going to lose attraction for him, right? She's just going to lose attraction for this dude because he's just too much of a nice guy. I mean, it sounds like a genuinely nice guy that, of course, let's be honest here. I mean, we know what's behind the bouquet of flowers and the constant messaging. Dude's just trying to get laid, right? Dude's trying to get laid. I don't know why he's just continuing to message her. I mean, I'm sure he's probably messaging other women, right? But he's putting a lot of effort into her, probably because she's starting to respond, or she's giving him some seeds to work with. But the fact remains that when you're just too good to these women and you don't value yourself, guess what? They will not value you, right? They will not value. Sure, she's in la la land right now because, oh my gosh, this guy is totally courting me and pursuing me. It's very, very it's very interesting right now. I shouldn't even say attractive, but it's going to get to the point if this guy continues to, double down on this nice dude behavior, she's just going to be over it. She's going to lose respect for him. And, especially if, the bad boy comes along. If the bad boy comes along and does the complete opposite, she'll just fall right back in her pattern, right? Because there's a reason she's still single right now. There is. There's a reason. She said it herself. She's dated these bad dudes, right? So what makes you think she's just going to stop dating these bad dudes cold turkey and go with this nice guy? Sure, she appreciates him right now, right? But that'll get old real fast with that'll get old real fast with these women who are over 30 and still single. So I hate to say it, but I know how this ends. Okay, and I've had many guys in the past, right, who originally hated on my red pill content. Just like, you bitter pickup artist, you. Like, been out there too long doing cold approach. Stop going to these venues and you'll grow a heart one day. And then these same dudes, who are telling me that, bashing on me and then going like, I have a beautiful woman at home and she tells me you're wrong, Mr. M. These same guys will come back a few months later, sometimes a few weeks later, sometimes a few years later, and be like, hey, I'm sorry. You were right. I'm following. I'm getting into mastery, and all this other stuff. And they learn the hard way, right? And I don't hate on these guys back. Because I know I've been there. I probably would have done the same thing if I saw my content being blue pill. Not now. Right? And this is why so many guys gravitate towards content like mine and others, because they know it's true. They know what's on the horizon. Again, this very touching story she just told, and I'm happy for her. Her dad lost her dad, God rest his soul. However, let's be honest here. When it comes to this dude, Mr. Flowers, Mr. Sweet Man, Mr. I'm going to be there for you no matter what. I believe he will, but she's not going to be there for him no matter what. She did not mention a single time in her, heartwarming story here how she's going to cherish him. Ladies, I'm going to, make sure he's taken care of. I'm going to make sure he feels like a man. I'm going to make sure we do this together. I can't wait to conquer the world with him. No, it's not saying any of that. So that's my 2 cents on that. On to the next clip.
I don't go on a lot of first dates. I'm very insecure about myself. All my friends know it, all my family members know it. So me being bold today with a guy I just matched with, he was like, let's get lunch today. I said, okay. So I'm texting him, I'm like, let's just meet at the front. And he's like, okay. And I go, I'm here. And I see him, and it's like, he's like at the corner of it, and he like sort of like leans back to like look, and he sees me, and he starts walking the opposite direction, pretends to be on the phone, and then he just disappears. My heart literally shattered. Damn.
And this is why it pays to FaceTime before you go on a date with these chicks, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Ultimately, it's kind of her fault, right? Because she's clearly going for a dude that she probably has no business going for. And this dude, just because I've been doing the pickup stuff for so long now, 3 decades, can't believe it. I can tell you right now that this chick, because she's not ugly. She's kind of cute, actually, right? Yeah, if you saw this chick, she's not ugly. She's cute. Would be good for an instant makeout and all that. However, She seems pretty big. So I'm not saying she's fat or anything, but she seems like she might be pretty big, like tall or whatever, 5'11", 6 feet. Turns off a lot of guys, right? Even the guys who are over 6 feet, right? I mean, yeah, me personally, I'm under 6 feet. I've said that a number of times. Guys are like, how tall are you? Like 5'11". And I will not date somebody over 5'9", right? If the chick's 5'10", I prefer not to. I mean, I have in the past where the chick was just really beautiful face, and then when we're out, it's just like we're practically eye to eye, and the chick is just big. I mean, she's just big. I mean, she's not fat, but she's just big. I don't like that. I mean, but a lot of these bigger girls go for, smaller dudes. So, yeah, he might have just saw her. I mean, it's kind of cold, man. It's kind of cold to just be like, pretend you're on your phone and, ooh, and just walk away. You should have just gone through with the date. I mean, just out of politeness, but, yeah, or at least FaceTime if he knew he was getting involved with a bigger chick, probably should just not have gone. But regardless, let's go on to the next clip.
So today I saw something on Facebook that I relate to on a spiritual level. I do not want to tell 20 people how my day was. I want to tell one person. I want a husband. But you know what? Dating nowadays is too complicated. Like the endless apps that result in endless talking stages that don't even result in things as simple as like a phone call or a coffee date or something like that. I'm just over it. I am so over it. I am sick and tired of asking people what their favorite color is and what they like to do for fun and what they're looking for. I'm over it. I just want someone to be like, hey, I like you. Let's talk on the phone. Hey, I like you. Let's FaceTime call. Oh, okay. You're not creepy. Let's go out on an actual date and then go out and actually do stuff and then discover that, oh, maybe we actually really like each other. And then from there, maybe eventually things get serious and it leads to an engagement and getting married, because I am so sick of telling people how my day was when they really don't give two shits. So can we fix this whole dating culture? Because I am literally a girl trying to find a husband in a hookup culture, and it's not working. It is not working at all.
So this begs the question is, why are you trying to find a husband in a hookup culture when you did not grow up in a hookup culture? Right? This chick is clearly heading into her 40s, right? So let's rewind 20 years ago when she was still in her 20s, or even 25 years ago when she was in her late teens. We're talking the late 90s, son. Why did you not look for the husband then? What are you doing looking for the husband now? I always compare this to the NFL running back who wants the big contract at the end of his career, right? None of them do that. I mean, they're smart enough to know, like, the market is not going to pay you that money. The time to get that big contract, that, $100 million contract, is when you're fresh out of college, right? Fresh out of the draft, right? That's when you get the big money. Or you have like 1 or 2 good years in your rookie season, a couple of years after that, then you ask for the big money, right? When you're like 23, 24. You don't ask for the big money when you're 39 and nobody wants you anymore. Career is dying down. You're not getting, 5 to 7 yards per carry anymore. You're getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage. You can't take a hit anymore. You're beat up. You're constantly having surgeries on your ankles, your knees. You can't get the big contract anymore. Okay, so these women who are basically around my age, trying to, find a husband, it's just not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work because, as I always say, dating is not designed to work for you after, post-wall. It's designed to work for guys, right? Because we're crushing it right now. My students, you guys, I hear your stories. That's awesome. I'm happy for all of you. I don't hear the same happy stories from women our age. I just don't. I see stories like this. Just more stories like this. She's ranting about, why can't the guy just message me and say, I like you, let's go out? I mean, let's be honest here. Even her, she is getting those messages, right? She's getting those messages. It's just not from the guys that she wants. It's not from the guys that she's used to, right? Well, or at least used to from her younger years. So, as I always say, this is not a me problem. It's a you problem, right? right? This is something that just don't stay out there, right? Ladies, don't stay out there longer than you need to, right? I've said over and over, for these women that are younger and, you know, happen to find the channel here, I mean, you should be thinking about this, you know, in your junior, senior year of high school. Like, you should be plotting this in your head, like, what kind of guy do I want? I mean, yes, you're still a little immature at that age, but you have to, you know, step up and think to yourself, like, what kind of guy am I looking for? Because I've got maybe about 4 years here to make it happen, right? Maybe 5. Don't wait on this. Don't listen to people that, you know, claim they have your back, you know, mostly female, that tell you, like, no, girl, gotta get that degree, gotta go get that corporate job first. You can think about marriage in your you know, your late 30s, because, you know, the people are getting married later now. People are getting married later. You could freeze your eggs. They'll tell you all that other malarkey. Guys do not want to hook up with a woman who's, you know, wants to work a corporate job and freeze her eggs. Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, look at the divorce rate with women with degrees and corporate jobs. It's 90%. You know, they file 90% of the time when it comes to divorce. So, as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here with the Lamborghini. Such a beautiful car. Just got this car, and we're going to be featuring it here on the channel for many months and many years to come. So get used to it. And yes, I still have the DeLorean. DeLorean is not going anywhere. But we are going to enjoy this car for many years to come while we have it here on the channel. Just picked this car up, had it delivered basically a week ago. The same guy who delivered my DeLorean, TJ, at Florida Exotic Transport. He also delivered the Lamborghini for me. You can also follow me on IG at MadCrossOfficial if you want to see the entire process of me purchasing this car. I'll probably do a full review on my Alpha channel, which should be fun. I'll have that up momentarily if it's not up already. This car is just amazing, right? I was on the hunt for this car for over 2 years, and then finally when it popped up, it took me over 2.5 months to close this deal and get this car at the right price where I felt comfortable, they felt comfortable letting it go. This is in Rosa Festo Red. This car is finished in Rosa Festo Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option. It's gorgeous, looks really good. But going to be featuring it in a lot more coaching videos here on the channel, so I'm very excited about it, as you can see. But as always, gentlemen, don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well, so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, please, right? Helps me out a ton when you guys actually subscribe and you don't just take off on me, right? So make sure you're subscribed to the 33 Secrets as well. This is in the right color too, right? This is basically the color of the 33 Secrets right here, right? I should put a big 33 logo right on the hood. I just piss off all the modern women out there. In any case, for you guys who want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I've been teaching you for years and years, if I've added value to your life, if you love what I do here, the best way to support me is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. Right? We should all be driving Lamborghinis. In any case, that's the best way to support my work, guys. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. Man, this car is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. Woo! Oh, goodness gracious. What a ride.